Hello everyone, and welcome to another episode of What's for Dinner. Today I'm making a Korean style barbecue beef. I will be using two things that I haven't used in quite a while. I'll be using the cast iron skillet to cook the beef, but I'll also be using my brand new blender, which I recently purchased, to create the marinade that the beef will be soaking in. So what I've done, I've taken about 24 ounces of ribeye steak and have sliced it as thin as I possibly could. The best way to do that is to have frozen or cold beef. I'm going to put this in the fridge right now so it stays cold, because what we need to do right now is make the marinade, which I've been preparing for before the camera started rolling. So right here, I have some onion chunks that I've cut, I have some chunks of pear, and I have some green onion. We're going to go and open up the blender, and we're going to dump that into there. I'm also going to put in 3 cloves of garlic. I don't have actual garlic cloves, so I'm going to have to use what I have right here. And according to this, half a teaspoon is 1 clove. So where's my half teaspoon? Found my half teaspoon. So I hope this doesn't compromise anything. 1, 2, it's ripe. 3. Now we're going to add 3 tablespoons of brown sugar, which I have back here. I'm going to move the cast iron skillet off to the side for now because I don't need that quite yet. There's 1, 2, 3. Okay, now we're going to add a teaspoon of black pepper, which is, I'm just going to give it a good shake in there like that. Now we're going to add 1/3 of a cup of soy sauce. I've worked with soy sauce before, and I often said that I'm not a huge fan of soy sauce, but in recent recipes, which I've made with soy sauce, it's not bad. It has a very strong smell. And then another 3 tablespoons of sesame oil, which is something new for me. I've never used sesame oil before. So let's break this open here. Oh, it would be nice if I, opened it the correct way. It says smell like. Ooh, that smells good. It smells like bacon. Oh my gosh. It smells like bacon. I love that smell. Okay, that's all that goes in there. So I'm going to close this up. Turn it on. I'll start it on low. Jumped up out of the bottom there. Down there. Looks like some sort of coffee smoothie, but it's not. Alright. Low one more time. Okay, I think that's about good. Okay, so now we're going to change up what we have here, and I'll be back in a moment. Okay, I've removed a couple things and I've added some things. I have a big bowl here. I'm going to take the beef, the ribeye steak that is, put it into this big bowl. That's a large flopping thing of meat. Put it into this big bowl here, just move it around a bit, get the pieces broken up here a bit. I'm going to add some thinly sliced onion, which I have here, or as thinly sliced as I can make it. And now I'm going to pour the marinade over top of it. It's not bad. Take my tongs and I'm gonna just mix it together. Evenly coat all of the beef. I gotta say, this smells really nice. Alright, once you've mixed the beef into the marinade as best you can, I'm going to get the lid that I have for this container. We're going to put it in the fridge just to let it sit for about half an hour. Then we're going to come back, put it on the cast iron skillet, grill it up, and that's pretty much it. Okay, got my lid right here. Remove the tongs. Sink. Lid goes on. And put it in the fridge for half an hour. I will be back then to start cooking it on the cast iron. Okay, it's been about 30 minutes now. I've taken the beef out of the fridge. I've started heating the cast iron with some oil in it. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to take the meat out of here. I'm going to pat it dry, and then we're going to cook it on the skillet until it gets nice and brown and all that good stuff. Okay, first thing, let's see here. Let's make a paper towel layer over here. I washed my tongs, so now I can use that. You don't want to overcrowd the pan too much. So, and the good thing working with cast iron, you don't need to get the pan too hot right away. So, let's do this here. Pat it dry, and then transfer it over like that. That's a beautiful sound. Switch out my towel here. I gotta say, this actually, just by itself, this smells very good. A little bit left here. Okay, now that we've done that, we pretty much just cook the meat until it's done. That's really all that's left. What will happen is, you see it's a very brownish color right now. It'll slowly, or it should at least, start to get kind of a darker brown, almost a black color, but I think more toward the brown than the black. So I'm going to let this cook here for a little bit. We'll turn the heat up just a bit more. We'll let this cook for a little bit, and I'll come back shortly with an update. All right, it's been cooking really good. It's about done. In fact, I would argue that it is done. I've turned the heat down, and what I'm going to do now, I'm going to add some more green onion for a garnish. You can also add sesame seeds. I didn't get any sesame seeds just because, I don't really eat sesame seeds for fun. So we're just going to go with some green onion. I have some rice currently in the microwave, which should be done in about 1.5 minutes. And then once that rice is done, I'm going to plate this up, and we're going to eat it and see what it's like. Okay, I've got my bed of rice right here. I'm going to set it in the back. Very hot. Just came out of the microwave. All right, let's get some of this. This looks wonderful. Put some of that. Some of that over there. What do you think? That looks pretty good. Let's see here. I need a fork. It's also very hot. I don't own chopsticks, and I think in the one episode, the sweet and sour chicken episode, I said I don't use chopsticks. So, let's give this a whirl here. It smells so good. That is wonderful. There's definitely a different taste to it. I might have let the meat cook just a tad long. That is absolutely fantastic. Thank you all for watching this episode of What's for Dinner. If there are any recipes that you want to see me make on camera, leave them below in comments and I'll check them out. This is another tasty recipe, and there is a video of it on YouTube, but that's not where I found it for the first time. I actually found it in Tasty's cookbook. Yes, I've had Tasty's cookbook for about a year, and I have made several things from it. This one just happened to be in it, so I read from the book. Well, I also watched the video, but I mostly read from the book. You can get this. Tasty advertises this on their channel. I believe there's a link that you can go to purchase this book. It is really great. It's got a whole bunch of really, really great recipes, some of which I've made because I watched the videos, some that I've just made because I've wanted to make. Like, for example, I made this ratatouille a couple years ago. Came out fantastic. So go ahead, check this out, maybe get yourself a copy. Again, some really, really fun recipes in this. But until next time, guys, take care, God bless. I'm going to continue enjoying this delicious Korean barbecue-style beef. Oh, it's so good.